Hey, friends, and welcome back to another episode of Thriving Thoughts. I'm your host, Dr. Sherri. There are a lot of ways that I learn lessons in how to thrive. And one of those ways is using physical pain as a teacher. Today, we're going to talk about how physical pain and our response to physical pain actually teaches us how to thrive, teaches us that we are perfectly capable of doing it. And the choice is ours. But before I start, I am stoked, you guys, to announce my first group Thriving Thought Warrior program. It launches on February 22nd. That's just a few weeks away. And listen, I'm limiting it to 10 people so that I can give you the individual attention that you deserve. This program is for women specifically who want to change their thought worlds, who know that there are things that they believe that don't serve them well, who know that they need to learn how to identify those lies, how to change them and convert them into truths that then manifest in their daily lives that give them peace and confidence. It's called Thought Warriors 33, TW33 for short. We are going to spend 33 days together, a little bit over, just for good measure, the number of days recommended to create a new habit, because I want you to create a new habit, a new thought habit that changes your life. You're going to identify the lies that have been sneaking up on you that you will never believe that you even believed, by the way, and the truths to speak over them. We're going to talk about practical applications every Monday morning from 6:30 a.m. to 7 a.m. Yes, I said that, y'all. This program is for serious thought warriors only, the ones that want to start off their first part of their week, Monday mornings at 6:30 with me, learning something new that can change their lives just by changing their thoughts. You're also going to get a free 33-day membership to my Thriving Thoughts texting community that I talk about all the time, where you get personal thriving thoughts and challenges from me 3 times per week. You're also going to get one 30-minute Thought Warrior coaching call with me. That's right, individual time with me. Official registration opens on Monday the 8th. It's $297 for this 33-day program. And listen, this stems from the fact that if you want to transform your body, you've got to do something every day different to do that. That's why I created this 33-day program, to help you create a habit of making your thought world matter day in, day out, moment in, moment out. If you want to register, the links are in the show notes. And of course, you can just message me. Again, it's limited to 10 women only. So if you're ready, thought warrior, to change your thoughts and change your life, come join me. Back to today's episode, what we can learn from our response to physical pain about thriving. Let me start with a story about my friend Katie, and she has no idea I'm talking about her on this podcast. I don't even know if she listens. Recently, here in Pennsylvania, we got about 16, 17 inches of snow. And shortly thereafter, it got really, really cold. So the tops of the snow froze and there was lots of ice. And then we had melting snow, and then it freezes again at night and there's lots of ice. Well, anyway, I texted my friend Katie and I said, hey, if you go for a walk today with your dog, be careful. And she texted back and she said, I learned my lesson several years ago when she slipped on the ice and I guess she cracked her head. Anyway, she had to have 6 staples in her head. Nuts, right? Like, ow, I cannot imagine. So Katie used that experience of physical pain. She used it to learn about herself. Oh, she needed to be more aware of her surroundings. She needed to be looking down and watching where she was walking and being aware that there is slippery ice on the ground, right? Then she used that experience to take meaningful action. She ordered something that she called yak tracks, which I've never heard of before, but I guess it's something that you put over your shoes to ensure that if you do encounter ice, that you will have secure footing. Smart, right? Don't want to have those 6 staples again. No, sir. And then as she's moved forward in life, she uses that new wisdom in future experiences that are similar. So Katie used physical pain to thrive, to grow, to flourish as a person, to learn, right? That's what thriving means. Now, I want you to think about yourself. Now, we just talked about physical pain. Let's talk about emotional pain. When is the last time you felt hurt by somebody? Maybe it was your spouse, a partner, a friend. I've heard a lot of friend betrayal stories recently. A coworker, a child, a parent. When's the last time you were hurt by somebody? Somebody hurt your feelings. Now, let me ask you this. Have you used that experience to thrive, to learn about yourself, to grow, to move forward with that new wisdom that you've learned about yourself? Chances are, if you're like the majority of people, you haven't. See, most of us are used to living in a struggling or a surviving thought world where we don't take painful experiences as opportunities to learn. But see, physical pain teaches us that yes, we can take experiences of emotional pain and we can learn from them too. My friends, that's what the whole Thriving Thoughts message is all about. It's about learning and growing as a person in the face of adversity and pain, emotional pain. So I want you to recognize these two tracks. When we encounter physical pain, we interpret it as an accident most of the time, unless somebody has hit us over the head with a baseball bat. We interpret it as an accident. And if it's an accident, then we turn our thoughts inward. And we think, oh, what a klutz I am. Or, oh, what can I do differently next time to keep from stubbing my toe? What can I do to avoid that accident next time? Or how can I be more careful? How can I be more aware? How can I be more present? So we turn our thoughts inward because we interpret the pain as an accident. And then we use that inward focus to learn about ourselves so that we can grow and thrive and move forward. Use that wisdom to move forward. My friends, that same path is available to you with emotional pain, but here's what we typically do. We have the emotional pain and we interpret that pain from somebody else, your significant other, your partner, your friend. We interpret that pain as malicious, right? As they meant to do us harm. So then guess where our attention turns? It doesn't turn inward, it turns outward. To them, to that person. So then if our attention is outward, we can't learn about ourselves and we really can't learn about anybody else. But we start to do is blame. And then that blame doesn't allow us to move forward. It allows us to stay stagnant, stuck in quicksand of a striving, surviving, struggling thought world. So my friends, this is an invitation to you that if you can use personal pain to turn your attention inward, to interpret it as an accident, not as something malicious about you. And I know you're going to say, people and ice aren't the same things. No, they're not. But they're both things that are not you. They're both things that you don't have control over. That's what they have in common. You can't control when there's ice. You can't control when there's somebody that's going to hurt you. The only thing you can control is what you're going to do with that. And so here's the invitation. Will you turn your attention inward so that you can learn and grow, flourish as a human being, prosper? Or will you turn your attention outward? Damn the ice. Go outside and yell at it. Wish it had never existed. Blame it for all of the problems in your life. No. That's, my friends, is going to leave you in that struggling, surviving, striving thought world. And you deserve better. And I promise you can do it if you put in the work. And hey, remember, I'm here as your personal coach. If you want to join me on that TW33 journey, all you need to do is click the link in the show notes. Sign up. I'll teach you exactly how you can use, yes, even emotional pain to thrive in any and every circumstance. My book is another way that you can learn how to thrive in emotional pain. If you've been through a breakup or a divorce or a split of some kind, I've even heard this book is relevant to people who have gone through grief of any nature, a loss of any nature, really. Listen, these are 10 questions that I asked myself to learn about myself in the midst of my emotional darkness, in the midst of my emotional pain. I'd love for you to read that. There's a paperback version on Amazon. Links are in the show notes. There is a Kindle version. And then there's also a workbook that you can order. So you can come join me, TW33, or you can order a copy of my book, Breakup Breakthroughs, and you can keep listening to Thriving Thoughts with Dr. Sherri. Thanks for your faithful listenership and now viewership, friends. Please always remember to speak truth over the lies, and you will thrive in any and every circumstance.